tell. Yeah. I gotta screaming out that OMG. Oh yeah. Promise me something you won't kiss and tell. Yeah, I gotta screaming out that OMG. I swear, I beat that pussy like I'm out of jail.
Yo, what's good? What's good? What's good in the hood? You hear me, huh? Listen, I'm tired as hell. I don't know how you feel. Hey, what the little girl said? I'm motherfucking tired, bitch. You hear me? But listen, we gonna make it through this though. Anyway, man, this is your motherfucking boy, the Yellow Bands. This is your host. I got my co-host, motherfucking
Key to the key. What's good with you?
man. I thought you was gonna come with the key. When you love me. Anyway, man, we're gonna make this shit short and sweet today. You hear me? Couple current event questions. I got. I'm gonna go ahead and get right into it. It was going around. A lot of people been talking about the PNB. It was crazy about it. I never knew what the PNB stand for, so I can make something up real quick. But I'm not.
Peanut butter and jelly.
Peanut and butter. Man, this nigga done died. We making. Nah. Listen,
my bad.
Make a long story short, you know, a lot of rappers have been getting killed lately. A lot. And it seems like California is just like the capital for rappers getting killed. You know what I'm saying? But anyways, he pretty much was with his girlfriend riding around in LA. Go to Roscoe's Chicken and Waffles in South Central. They're like the murder capital of the world over there and shit, right?
Right.
And so they trying to blame the girl or whatever because she posted the location. But I'm like, if you well known, she don't have to post no location for other people to know who you is to be like, hey, so and so here. It's like people know who you is, you know what I'm saying? As soon as you walk out, you pulling up in this damn $300,000 vehicle and jewelry all on and all that shit. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, what's going on? I got somebody coming in. What's going on, bro?
What's going on with you, goddamn? I ain't know how to get in this shit. You know, I'm a new old nigga. I don't know how this goddamn shit works.
Are you good? You good? We just had got started, man. Before we get started, go ahead. Let everybody know who you is, what you got going on, man.
Hey, man, I'm old as shit. Call me old, dirty, young, looking young, and old as shit. How about that?
All right. But I'm gonna hop right into it. We were discussing the PNB Rock situation. How you feel about that whole situation with these rappers getting killed and how they be moving and stuff like that?
Hey man, listen. They spending their money first off. They spending their money wrong. Listen, they spending their money wrong. They ain't investing it. They want to put all their money in jewelry. I mean, I ain't against nobody want to, show your work. But you can't go in the gang capital of the world. We all know South Central is the most scandalous place in the world to go to. You know, Roscoe's is affiliated with everybody. You never know who you're going to run into in that motherfucker.
Right.
But they putting their money in the wrong places, man. They putting their money in the wrong hands.
Mm.
And it's just that simple.
I got you. So, like, with me personally, before I get to you, Kiki, like, my thing is this: people be moving wrong, right? It's like, we living in a time where you feel like you may feel less of a man. Man, I gotta check in and pay a nigga for, you know what I'm saying? Or why I gotta pay security? But it's just a time we live in where you gotta move a certain way. You can't, cause even regular niggas, you can't be going out shining too much, or nigga gonna test your ass, especially if you're in a certain neighborhood. You know what I'm saying?
Everybody, if you ain't from the section, whether it's a neighborhood, whether it's a block, whether it's from a city, wherever the fuck, you know what I mean? You can't go nowhere that you ain't from and thinking it's okay to just I'm gonna outstunt these niggas in their own neighborhood. You can't
Right.
do it.
Right. Right.
You asking for unwanted attention. That's like you in the hood. That's like you in the hood. You know the suit. Camel. You know them projects are different.
Right.
That's like motherfucker going out there high signing and you ain't from out there.
Right.
You may not make it.
Right. Right. Especially if you look like you got something.
Come on now.
Right.
And the soup ain't but that big.
Right.
So for a motherfucker think they could go anywhere and do anything just because of who they are, man, stop thinking like that. Your man fucked up.
Right.
The people you rolling with got you fucked up because they brainwashed you to think because they got your back that you can do anything, you can be anybody, you can do what the fuck. No, you can't.
Right.
Because this nigga gonna wash your ass out.
Right. Right.
They gonna wash you out. They gonna wash you the fuck out. All it takes is a video, the wrong text, or the wrong word. Nigga wash your ass out like white clothes in the laundromat, man. Extra bleach.
Extra bleach.
Super clean.
Right. Right. Right.
How you cast get sharp.
Right. 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 So, hey Kiki, how you feel about that? You know what I'm saying?
I feel like, you know what I'm saying, especially coming, like, I agree with everything y'all saying because coming up in the hood, you know, I'm from Youngstown, you know what I mean? I know if I make it a certain way, I am not about to ride around here and everybody know my status, especially ride around like high class in the Benz or anything. You know what I'm saying? Like you basically rubbing it in their face. The only way you can do that is if you were to make your money and then you were to open up like a rec center, do something for your community, something like that. That's how you spend your money. That's how you get respect in your hood when you make money. You know what I'm saying? But we have to also know, okay, I know your comfort is in the hood, baby, but you moving different. So go ahead and move up. You ain't got to move to an all-white area, but move somewhere seclusive. Man. You know what I mean? I think that's where it is, that the comfort is in their old surroundings. That's what happened with C Murder. And he had to go to jail because he hanging in old places where he can't be. And they was telling him like, hey, you can't be in the hood because you high profile now. You know what I mean? Some people can't get that in their head. And some people like feeling like that because they come from nothing. And now they've been sitting back watching everybody else eating. So they feel like, oh, now it's my turn. But now your turn, because you came up to a whole nother level. All eyes on you. It's over with. You don't know who. You got to watch your back. Even Cardi B said that. Like, I'm comfortable in my hood, but when I get out here in these streets, I don't know who. I don't know who want to take my head off. So I just think that we got to be careful as Black people. It's okay to move up.
It's okay to move up.
It's okay to move up and move out.
I was from the Camel Projects. I live on the West End. Okay. You know what I'm saying? Still in the town. I done moved from across the map to across the map, but I'm still back in the yo. You know what I mean? So motherfuckers, I just see niggas got done filthy for little shit. So just imagine if you got something in the town, then motherfuckers is known not to have shit.
Right.
Prime example, anybody that did something major in the town, where they at?
Right.
Where they at? Anybody that did something major in Youngstown, where they at? They ain't here no more.
Here. They definitely ain't here, bro.
They ain't here no more.
Right.
Only thing about motherfuckers talk about somebody that did something major in Youngstown, Ohio, guess what? They gone. Whether they're in Youngstown, Ohio, they dead and gone, or they're penitentiary felons. Why? Because somebody didn't like something.
Right.
We
and the sad part about it is, man, like Boosie said that shit the best, but he like, hey, bro, once you make it, bro, you really have to leave your own neighborhood you grew up in, dog. Niggas get killed in their own city most of the time. You know what I'm saying? And niggas who do get killed because they feel like, man, I'm gonna just do what I want to do. Nah, that shit don't work like that. Because the niggas who killed them, they ain't get nothing. They ain't get no car. They ain't get no chain. They ain't get nothing.
That's what they got, a nightmare.
Yeah, and they got, you know what I'm saying? So, and then you from Philly, bro. You know what I'm saying? It's like it's just a time we live in, bro. Like niggas be like, hey, bro. Like I remember one time when Wayne got checked, like, hey, bro, you ain't check in, bro. Niggas pressed the nigga, but guess what? He had his own security with him, so he can make it out. You know what I'm saying? So you can't not go in somebody's hood with no security and think you're gonna make it.
But that's not a problem. That's not a problem because people go and they do big shit, right? And they forget to go over their grandmama's house for Sunday dinner.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Because you're taking a flight over here. You had Sunday dinner with grandma every motherfucking weekend. Now I was saying, you put a couple of diamonds around your neck. You forgot about Titi and everybody else, right?
Right.
No. You gotta remember, them people. Everybody's over here is over there for a reason. Everybody's with you for a reason. Mm. You're gonna get people that's gonna say, yeah. But listen to what they said. Why they said yeah.
Right.
You should be like, nope. That was a goddamn lie. You bet no, I won't. No, you can't.
That's the problem with that's the problem with black people to me. You want to be so showy. You don't have to be showy. If anything, make that money so you can go live the way you want to and have a peace of mind instead of having to look over your shoulder. That's called making it. That's how you make it out the hood.
Church.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead. I'm gonna go ahead. Go ahead. We'll go to the next topic. Go ahead, Kiki.
I guess I'm gonna talk about the girl. What's her name? Piper Lewis, 17 years old. She was raped out in Iowa. She has to pay restitution, $150 to the man she murdered who raped her repeatedly.
Hold on, Kiki. $150,000 to the family.
That's what I meant to say. $150,000. I'm sorry. $150,000.
Listen,
and they call it restitution. And
listen,
not only
the nigga raped her, she killed this nigga to save her and some more motherfucking girls. She gotta pay that motherfucker, bro.
Yeah, and the reason why they're saying that she has to pay them is because they said because he was asleep.
How?
So exactly.
You raped me, all these.
I got the chance to get you, I'ma get you because
your ass good at this.
What she should I don't see how it went down, but what they're what they're saying is basically he was asleep and he posed no threat to her after he raped and you know what I'm saying? No. And then they said that it's mandatory in the state of Iowa because she was charged with first degree, but she pled guilty to manslaughter and willful injury. And it's punishable up to 10 years. So they gave her probation and told her that if she did do anything crazy during her probation, she will get up to 20 years punishment. Now, what I see, basically, just a little backstory on her. She ran away and
she was getting abused at home.
Yeah, from an abusive home. Mm-hmm. And she was adopted. So I guess she was sleeping in hallways where he held her at knife point, took her in the house, and then that's when it occurred. And he did it repeatedly. Like I said, they basically said they punished her because they said she put herself in that situation because she ran away from home and she was a troubled youth. You know what I'm saying? And that's what I didn't understand, and I didn't appreciate that because I'm like, hold on, you mean to tell me because I ran away and I got raped, it's my fault that man chose to hold me down, rape me, probably beat her ass and everything else. If anything, she should get temporary insanity and charges dropped.
No, she shouldn't receive a motherfucking thing.
And then I wonder if it's because she's black too, though.
She need the goddamn award for survival.
And that's what she said. She said, I'm a survivor. You know what I mean?
Listen, you fucked around and did all this damage to me physically, mentally, and emotionally. I would never trust another motherfucking soul as long as I live. You sleep. I got the opportunity to kill your ass. Guess what? Kiss and cancel Christmas, bitch. Good night. Hey, cut out. You out of
And then the one thing they said because she left him his kids without a father. And I'm like, well, you need to go talk to his children.
Off
They might be
right
better
now,
off without him. He probably was raping his kids if he raping little girls like that.
Miss Dollar, listen, he'd have been a girl by the time I got finished with it. He'd have sitting there like, wait, I can't stand that pistol no more. No, sir. No, sir. You got to sit down now, buddy.
You can't castrate him.
yo, you got to sit down now, buddy. We gonna put this motherfucker on grill. We gonna burn that bitch up. You'll never use it again.
Not a grill. Hey, listen, but I'm gonna say this though,
and throw it to the dog.
Let me say this real quick. His name is Zachary Brooks. That's who she killed. He's from Des Moines, Iowa. And big ups to her for taking his life. I don't give a fuck. Okay, go ahead now. What is yours, Mr. Bendova? What do you think about it?
To me personally, you already know what it is. It was. They're using laws but bending them too, because if the colors was opposite, if that man was black and that girl was white, listen, this will go down totally different.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. Like,
totally different. Because this isn't the first case with this happened. It was another girl. She actually has a movie out. She was getting sex trafficked and she killed the guy, and she had to do time in jail. She did damn near 5 years, 6 years in jail. So this ain't the only episode just happened, but yeah though. So she was a victim, and now she has to pay money to somebody else because he was a victim now. But that's crazy. But that's how the laws work. Even like if somebody breaking your crib and they say they make it out your crib, leave them alone. You can't shoot them. Type deal. You know what I'm saying? They have all these dumbass laws and shit.
But and then out of that, the state. This is the crazy part, because although she had to pay. Okay.
All right. Appreciate you, bro.
Love, y'all. Stay safe, man.
Even though she paid $150,000, the state she had to pay the state $4,000. That's the crazy part. But the good thing is, I want to give his name. I want to say Schneiper, but his name is Leland Schleifer, which is her teacher, and he put a GoFundMe page up, and they raised the money within a day and actually got over that. That GoFundMe page paid the $150,000 plus her $4,000 to the state. So that's a good thing, you know what I mean? So she ain't got to have that worried about her. But, big ups to her, because she going to need a lot of therapy. And that's a changed woman for the rest of her life. And to me, you know what I'm saying? He got what he deserved. I would have liked to see him suffer, though, like go to jail and let him get raped repeatedly. But you know what I mean? She stabbed him, 30 times? Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That was temporary insanity. You know what I mean?
Yeah, because once that first stab and a couple stabs, and after that, all that shit get to replaying in her mind what took place and happened to her and shit. You know what I'm saying? So I definitely, that's crazy. I don't feel no remorse for that motherfucker
at all.
What's the boy say? I killed him, and I hope he burned in hell. Shit. For real, man. Listen, I'm gonna switch my current event up. My other question.
Okay.
Into something we was talking about. Now, I had read something that was scientifically proven that after you experience, sexual intercourse, it's hard to suppress it. You know what I'm saying? And after so much time, you need a bodily touch. So now this scientific thing got put into jail.
Wait, you mean sexual intercourse or rape?
No, we just I'm on
just sex. Okay, go ahead.
Now, they were saying when guys go to prison, after so many years, guys will fold. So now my question is, when these guys do fold because of a scientific thing or a reason behind it, is that survival in jail, or that's just some gay shit?
you know, I don't judge nobody, but I would have to say it's some gay shit because I'm just trying to like, because if I was locked up and it's a, what they call it, gay for the stay. You know what I'm saying? It's not just a male thing; it's a female thing too. And it's just like, even though I'm free, I went 5.5 years at one point in my life without having sex, and I took care of myself with my hands. So you should be able to, you know what I mean? I'm not about to have no girl walk in the crib like, hey man, fuck it, just touch my coochie because it's been a while. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know, like, you know what I mean? And if it's scientific, if they said it's scientific, then they doing that shit. They probably got their statistics from prison. You know what I'm saying? They probably doing that shit on purpose.
Fleece Johnson, he said booty like water around here. I got to give me some booty. Listen, my thing is that I'm like, bro, I don't even want to put myself in that situation.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To have a thing.
Wait, let me ask you this. Do you think you would fold? Do you think you would fold if somebody said you had life in prison? Would you just say fuck it, tie your shirt up and start switching?
I'm gonna say no because I don't feel like that. You know what I'm saying? I mean, but I guess a lot of guys who do go in say no, they wouldn't do that, and I'm gonna just, you know, whatever the case may be. Don't be the niggas who be folding, because even like when I watched that shit with the Fleece Johnson, the booty bandit and shit, he feel like he's still a warrior. He's still a man. He don't feel less of a man. He just say it's just surviving. You know what I'm saying? As just survival in jail. But they say if you get out of jail, you doing that, then you consider that when you get it on the outside of jail, then you gay. But when you in jail, that's just surviving. To me, I thought that whole shit was kind of weird to me. But but the more interesting fact was to me, they were just saying it was just a statistic that they had did, and as far as scientifically proven what the body needs and shit like that. It's just after so many years, these group of guys started folding. You know what I'm saying?
I don't mean to laugh, but that's some bullshit to me. You know what I'm saying? I don't know. Like I don't know. Like
and another question too. So I have it's a double question. So if you got with a guy, if he was open to you, like, hey, listen, I'm gonna be real with you. When I was in jail, I got raped. How would you feel about being with him still?
I actually had a guy that opened up to me, but we weren't like in a relationship, but I guess he liked me. But it didn't make me when he told me that, because he said his first week that he was in, he got held down, but he was raped. You know what I'm saying? So it made me feel like, you know, me bad, like, damn, you know what I'm saying? I wouldn't think anything less of him because he was raped. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
But now, if you were in there and you were engaging, then I wouldn't want to be with you, because that would have me looking at you and your boys, especially if you like hanging out with them too tough. Then it'd feel like I'm battling you with. I don't know. I just couldn't do it. But like if you were sexually like forced into it, then I would help you get help. You know what I'm saying? I would, you know, it wouldn't change the way I feel about your manhood. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of men out here that's going through this type of shit, and they're not keeping it 100, or they're not seeking the help because they're embarrassed because it was from the same sex. You know what I'm saying? So no, I would never, you know what I mean? That would never stop me, especially if he opening up to me. That's somebody who's wanting help, who needs to get that off their chest. You know what I mean? I wouldn't even bring that up in an argument or nothing like that. You know what I mean? Because to me, that's like dear to me. Like I've been in a situation, so no.
Hey, my bad. I don't know why. I'm just my comments just popping up. But hey, what's up, Capitro, Antoine? Also, my dog Swerve says she shouldn't have pleaded guilty from the first question we asked. Why did she plead guilty? I mean, that's between her and her lawyer. I don't know how the laws work up there and stuff like that. That was a sensitive topic. My dog say that's some gay shit, son.
I feel
Yeah,
you. I
for
feel you.
real. For real though, but on the real, that's how motherfuckers feel, bro. That actually was on the Shy. What was it, the Shy or ATL? I can't remember. He was like, "Hey man," he was like, he says one thing to be in jail getting booty, but you was on the outside getting booty, but nigga, that's gay. It was an episode. I wish I would record and put it on here and played that shit. But we would get out that shit. It was very interesting to me. I just thought just on how many niggas just after they were showing so many years, niggas just like, I gotta get up in the hole, you know what I'm saying? So I was just like,
I guess by any means necessary, get these balls like.
Right. So go ahead. You got one?
It was another one, but I don't know. You know, I just learned about it with Nicki Minaj and her husband. I think his name is Kenneth Petty or Penny or whatever. He was supposed to have raped some girl, but this is in 94 when he was about 15, 16 years old. He raped a girl about the same age. Her name was Jennifer Huff. And I guess basically the story was he followed her to school, raped her in a house or whatever. And like after he raped her, because she was on The Real, she actually talked about the story. After he raped her, he was beating his chest like he's the man and all this stuff, but she ended up getting away. And in 2020, I guess he didn't want to register as a sex offender anymore. So Nicki Minaj took it upon herself to call her and offer her money, $20,000. Was $20,000 first of all, to I guess recant what happened, like you know. And she said, "Hell no, I'm not recanting my statement or what happened to me." Basically, how she feel, what you did to a person, that's your circumstances that you're going to have to face. You know what I mean? That's something you did. That's the action you took, and that's the repercussions you got. So basically, I feel like Nicki Minaj, like, you dumb as fuck. And I don't care. Like, I say it to her face, because for one thing, you a motherfucking woman. And
right.
Okay, and I get. He did his 4 years. You know, he did do time in 94. He pled guilty. He pled guilty to what was that? The attempted rape. You know what I mean? But they still, his family even lied back then and said that they were in a relationship, and she said she only knew of him in the hood. You know what I mean? But where, like, again, bringing it back to Nicki Minaj, you should have stayed out of that shit, because you as a woman already know her life is fucked up. You feel what I'm saying? And that's always going to be on her mind. And she is mentally fucked up. Like, I watched the interview, me being a rape victim myself. I know it wasn't no bullshit, no lie, none of that shit. So that's why I'm like, why would you even call her, offer her money? Let that motherfucker stay on the registry, because you never know. If he did it once and he beat in his chest, he learned that shit from somewhere. You never know if he did it again and again and again, and these women didn't come forth. So you as a woman, like, that's crazy to me. And money ain't everything to somebody. You know what I mean?
See, that should be crazy, because, you know, a lot of them, it's like you meet a person and then you fall in love with a person, right? But you don't know nothing about their past. And so after you fall in love with a person, and then even though what they may have done, their past may have been disgusting or fucked up, but that love just don't cut off for that person like that. You know what I'm saying? You may feel some type of way about it, but you just can't. If you really love a person, it just don't cut off like that. You know what I'm saying? Even with fucked up ways and shit like that. So that's what I'm thinking what happened with her. But what I didn't like about the situation was she was trying to. It's like, damn, bitch, if you really gonna try to give her some money, let that shit be, hey, do something make me feel better type shit. Like $20,000 to give me to change my statement, but then how that make me look?
Yeah,
taking money. You know what I'm saying? That mean now, like, I'm a fucking, like, I lied about it, it ain't happened, and and shit like that.
Yeah, and you're asking her basically if you recant. And then what if there's some what if she has to do time behind that? You know what I'm saying? For lying. And you know what I'm saying? Nah, that's a part of her life that she can't get back. So therefore, be on your registry. Make sure every year you put yourself on that motherfucking registry or go to jail. Period.
But this is a double-edged sword, and I'm gonna say this. What about situations where females lie about it and niggas get time or just ruin their whole reputation they got going on, and it really didn't happen? These females don't get no time.
I don't think it's. Well, yeah. Like on me, I don't look at it as a double-edged sword, but I guess society probably does. But if you lying about rape, I think that you should do time for that. You know what I'm saying? Because you're fucking up somebody's life as well. You know what I mean? That's even with these mothers saying that the father molested their child because they can't be with them or because they felt a certain way. That is, I mean, that's just wrong on all type of levels. Like you're basically killing that person's character. You know what I mean? Because now they probably got to sign up on a sexual registry for no goddamn apparent reason, and now he's getting looked at. Sometimes you can't even get jobs. You can't go around schools. You probably can't even drop your kid off. You know what I'm saying? Or you can't even be around your kid because somebody messed your name up. But yeah, I think that they should do time for that.
Yeah, I just had said I had made a post about that. Like one false statement can ruin your whole fucking life, bro. No matter, it ain't gotta be just with that. It can be a lot multiplicity of things. With a false statement, bro, for whatever reason why people say and do things they do, it can fuck up a whole person's reputation. But it for real, bro. Straight up.
Go on speed and take that lie detector test. They'll clear your name.
All right, good shit. Let me get to these icebreakers real quick. We're gonna get up out of here. I'm gonna pull 2 of them. All right.
All right.
Pull 2 of them. I'm hungry as fuck too. Have you ever took one for the team? If so, explain.
I'm sorry, I'm laughing because yeah, I did. I took one for the team.
I never heard a female say they took one for the team. I gotta hear this shit.
Because you know how, like, okay, especially when you're young and you know you meet somebody, like your girl meets somebody and she like, we about to go to the crib, but I ain't going by myself.
Right.
And then you get there and then she be like, okay, he got a friend or a cousin. And then a friend or a cousin come down looking like, what the fuck? You know what I mean? Like,
why he don't look like the friend?
Yeah, well, like the girl now, you know what I'm saying? But she don't care because she going upstairs with something she like. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like, yeah, one time I did take one for the team. I entertained the mud.
Did you entertain or did you go through with it? Or it was just talking conversation entertaining?
Oh man, your questions are very incriminating. I went all the way.
Oh Lord!
Wait. And what pissed me off, it was just like it wasn't worth it. You feel me? Like, oh.
So not only was a person was a mud duck, and it still was. They say
I don't live with regrets, but I live with never again. You feel what I'm saying?
Listen, they say normally ugly ones be know what they doing and shit. They get, I guess not.
His hair wasn't even right. I'm like, what are you doing?
Listen, I remember, how old was I? Like 16. It was me, my cousin, and my best friend. My cousin had something set up like, hey man.
You froze.
We all
he's buffering right now, ladies and gentlemen. Dang it. I'm texting them. Like, you froze. He probably having a whole conversation. Somebody must don't want you to tell that story. It's just me, it's me, oh Lord, standing in the need of prayer. boy. Let me try this.
But
Okay,
I don't know. Listen, hey, I don't know what happened. I said that. I guess they don't want me to tell my story and shit. That shit.
Right, that's what I said. Like somebody don't want that in the universe.
So listen, it's me, my best friend, my cousin. I think we're like 16, 17. My cousin like, hey man, I got something. She that got 3,000. I'm like, all right. So they all go. I wasn't gonna go. I'm like, man, I go. We in the field. My cousin walk over to the car. He come back. My best friend go to the car. And my best friend come back like, man, that shit was trash. And my cousin was like, what? I got off. I'm like, man.
Wait. So y'all always taking turns inside of a car with one girl?
Yeah, but it wasn't.
That's why the hell you froze. That's why the fuck you froze.
But listen, but it was just supposed to be. And then when I think about it, I'm older. I'm like, bro, we was some nasty motherfuckers. But it was just for some dome. It was just for some dome, right? So I get to the car. I'm like my best friend. I'm like, man, this shit trash. And I'm like, man, bend over.
That's how you got your name.
I'm rushing back to the car. I'm like, hey man, what's wrong? Yeah. I'm like,
yeah, your story.
hey,
they don't.
Bro, that motherfucker